Hello and welcome to this week's Weekly Wind-Up with me, Helen Ashcroft. Now I'm joined today with Alison Mitchell, who's actually from B.A.S.H. Welcome.
Thanks, Helen.
Now, B.A.S.H, what does it stand for? What is it?
Okay, it's an odd word really, people say about B.A.S.H, but B.A.S.H sort of picked itself. It started out as a Facebook group and didn't know what to call it, so we decided to call it Brighouse and Surrounding Homeless.
Right.
Still didn't click at the time that it actually spelled the word B.A.S.H until people started saying B.A.S.H, and I'm like, why are people saying B.A.S.H all the time? And someone gave me a diary with it on, and I said, why have you wrote B.A.S.H on it? And she said, it's what it stands for.
Yeah.
And everybody just took the name on.
So when it says surrounding areas, and we're not just talking about Brighouse
No, we started in Brighouse because that's where we first found a homeless person.
Right.
But then people started donating so much food and things to us.
Yeah.
But Brighouse didn't appear to have a massive problem at that point. So it's what do you do? Do you just throw it all away? Or do you go out into the neighbouring towns and look for homeless there, look to give out this food that everybody wants to donate and these clothes?
So you say that somebody found somebody living on the streets in Brighouse?
Yes.
My ignorance, I didn't think anybody was homeless in Brighouse.
No, neither did I. And because people don't sit out in Brighouse like they do in other towns, you don't think they're there.
So the homeless people of Brighouse are not sat out on the street. So how do you know that they're
this person was laying down the side on a night down an alley.
Right.
So that's sort of how we got to find out about him. The others are usually sleeping in cars, on the canal in tents. They're all over the place. We don't actually get the homeless in Brighouse don't also sit out and beg. It's really weird. We don't have that. But we've recently had one guy who spent nearly 3 years walking back to Brighouse homeless.
Right.
And he was in the town centre, but he still didn't sit out begging. So during the day when you're walking about, you wouldn't know he was there.
No, I must admit, I've been and shopped in Brighouse myself and not seen any of this. So this person found the person that was homeless. So how did B.A.S.H start? What did they do? You know,
it was us that did that. I did some going out in the homeless in Leeds. It was then set up the group to find out if we had homeless near a home. There was no point me trailing all the way to Leeds if, like you, I didn't think we had any on our own doorstep, but we did. So I got myself and my daughter-in-law, Chloe, and another lady offered to volunteer to come out and walk around the town with me. And we did find this guy that people said had been there for 3 weeks. Right. So then we plastered it all over this Facebook group. How on earth do we help? You know, we've got to get this guy off the streets. You can't just give him coffees. You've got to get him off the streets. And another charity where the fundraiser, Craig for Smart Move, had seen me plastering all this stuff and said, wow, thanks for letting us know. We'll help you get him off the streets. So that was a massive buzz for us. Yeah. We'd done it. We got someone off the street, so let's go out again. Let's see who else is out there needing help. So then more people wanted to volunteer or donate things so we could keep going out and doing it.
So this is where the donations came from then? From you posting this Facebook page?
Yes.
Everybody started to donate and they were donating the food and the clothes, you said?
Food, all the clothes that they didn't want.
Yeah.
I mean, we were getting things that we couldn't use, like silk blouses and smart suits and stuff, but they just gave us everything. They just suddenly took B.A.S.H to their hearts and just, well, let's help you do this amazing job.
So coming back to what I said about how you help the individuals, do they all have the same sort of help?
No, we give them whatever help it is that they need.
Such as?
We've one guy in Brighouse who's been in a tent for 4 years.
4 years?
And that's his choice.
Right, okay.
Now, I'm not living his life. So if we'll still see him now and again, check that he's okay. We are trying, as others have, to not have him in a tent, but just because we don't want him to live in a tent doesn't mean he doesn't have the right to live in that field in a tent if that's what he wants. So what we'll do is we'll just support him while he's there.
And what do you do when you say support him?
Support, making sure he doesn't get too cold in the winter, making sure that he knows that we're there if he needs anything.
Yeah.
We'll go out then as well, and there'll be other people who are homeless and they are desperate to get housed. So we'll take them on board, we'll get them housed, or we'll put them in a B&B and give them some respite while we are trying to get them housed. There's others that have got such issues, whether it be drugs, mental health, or whatever. They may have somewhere to stay, but they need help in then other areas of getting them into other organisations that will help with all the other issues that they've got.
Right. How many people are there, and do you need more to help?
Always need more. There's me and Rebecca that sort of run this. Bless her, she started a food bank for us and it's become amazing. So it sort of works both ways. Then of course I've got the amazing team of outreach guys that go out twice a week, and it doesn't matter what the weather is, those guys still go out. I do as well. It's where my passion is actually on the outreach bit. So I have about 15 volunteers that will go out in threes twice a week. And then we have a few ladies that work in the office.
Right.
And then Rebecca has a few guys as well that work in the food bank. But of course,
and
people move.
More.
We do, because B.A.S.H is growing with more and more people coming in.
So how many homeless people do you have working, or how many homeless people are you working with at this moment in time?
We've just helped 15 homeless people. But as we go out on the streets, we are helping the homeless and vulnerable out there. That's about 20 on a weekly basis.
So if anybody does want to volunteer, because that's what you're saying that you need, how do they get in touch?
Best thing is to look on our website first of all and see if the sort of work that we do is what you want to get involved in. Give us a ring. Sometimes I'll go and meet people for coffee, or they can come and visit us in the office. We'll talk through what we do and see if they're still interested, but best place is to come and talk to us.
Right.
You know, and then make a decision for yourself if we are someone that you do want to volunteer for.
And if they don't want to volunteer but they want to donate, how would that happen?
They can either set up like a standing order, they can donate through Just Giving, they can do some fundraising for us, there's just all
And
sorts.
what does that money go towards? If somebody's going to donate monetary wise, what would it
That
fund?
money goes to helping us keep the doors open, getting the sleeping bags, buying everything that they need. We have a wish list which shows every single thing from like a van down to hand warmers of what we need, but also why we need it. It's all there, so I'm going to put that on the website so people can see what it is we want, and then they can either donate money or they can donate the things that we need, because people are so generous. We've had flasks donated, sleeping bags donated.
That's brilliant.
Thousands of tins of food donated. People just donate all the time.
If somebody came along, let's go with somebody's watching this now, and they are unsure, what could you say to that person to get them to come and have a chat with you?
Just take that leap, just do it. Don't think that we might not want you, or you passed it, or anything. You know, we've got volunteers that say we've actually changed their lives. They've lost people, or things have happened, or they've retired and felt useless in life, and we've given them that life back. So
That's
even
brilliant.
the volunteers are like, thank you so much. It's amazing what you've done for me.
Excellent.
And their passion then to put that back into helping them other people is just... So yes, we're like a big family, and I like it like that. So,
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you know, I could sit and talk to you so much more. I really, really could. But I'm afraid we've run out of time now. So I will say thank you.
And thank you for helping us raise a bit more awareness,
Good.
Helen.
And I really do hope that people do look at this and think, I could just give a little bit of time or donate some things other than their time to such a good service and a good provision. So thank you ever so much for my guest today. Thank you again to everybody behind the scenes, because we can't run this programme without them. We can be contacted in the usual way on Facebook, on Twitter and by email. So that's it from me today. That's me, Helen Ashcroft. Goodbye.
Hello.